Agreed. Greetings and salutations. The universe is just doomed. 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 Doomed.
There was this contest, and I needed to prove it, but then I stayed, and I met you, and you're so wonderful that...
Shit! I can't believe this!
Rick, I know you're mad, but I think you're terrific, and your friendship means so much to me that I just...
And this whole thing was bullshit. Major bullshit.
Rick, wait. You gotta understand how much you mean to me. You gotta believe me.
Right, Terrence. Because you've been so honest up till now.
Hello.
Hi.
It's us. Nicole.
And Tessa.
And Liana's here
As
our little brother buddy.
Yes.
Because he's the most fun.
He is.
Because we're talking about
brother.
just one of the guys.
One of the guys. Bam, bam, bam,
Half of the people our age's first time seeing titties on screen.
Oh my gosh, for
was
sure.
This movie.
For sure. And this was what, 1985?
1985. So it turns 39, I think, right around the time this episode comes out.
Oh, did we do that on accident? We did.
We did because it's for Liana's birthday. This was
Happy
her
birthday,
her
Liana.
choice.
This was her choice. And it was an excellent choice.
Excellent choice. We always love us some Just One of the Guys.
I love this movie. I
do
really
too.
do. I really do.
It's a good one. Before we get into it, we have someone to thank.
Yes.
We have a new patron. Thank you, Bernard Balizet or Balizet. Balizet. Balizet.
Balazé.
French.
Balazé.
Or BB Sevilla. This is the same person who left us a review that I found 9 months later. That really nice
I'm
review.
glad you hung around. I'm glad
I know,
you're
and
still
they finally
here.
heard
That
their
makes me
shout
feel
out
good.
forever later.
Well, I'm glad you
Sorry,
heard
and
it.
Thank you. We will get some goodies out to you soon. And if somebody else wants to join our Patreon,
You can.
patreon.com/Doom Generation.
All are welcome.
We have the cheapest tier, the most smartest, and the top dollar finest,
you know
y'all.
we had to do it.
Because we had to. But yeah, we need to still restructure those a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe.
I know. We keep talking about it.
But yeah, all we did
We're
was
gonna.
change the names.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So let's get into the cast of Just One of the Guys.
Yes, we've got Ms. Joyce Hyser as Terry Griffith.
Billy Jayne, a.k.a. Billy Jacoby,
Yeah.
as Buddy Griffith.
William Zabka as Greg Tolan.
Clayton Rohner as Rick Morehouse.
Sherilyn Fenn as Sandy.
Deborah Godrich as Deborah. That was easy.
I know.
She
That
got
was
the easy one.
That was a lateral move. Toni Hudson as Denise. Oh, no.
Ira Gross as Willie. Do you remember him from, wasn't he on the Ellen sitcom?
Oh.
I feel like he was the best friend on the Ellen sitcom, but I feel like he also played a nerd in a couple things in the 80s.
Who was on Ellen? You're going to look that up. She already on it.
But that was what that's what that name said to me anyway.
Oh.
That's what I remember him from.
We have Lee McCloskey as Kevin.
Stuart Charno as Reptile.
Yes, and that's all I have. Do you have
Kenneth
anybody
Tikas as Mr. Raymaker, just because he looked familiar to me from
Oh,
other
yeah,
things.
he did, didn't he? And who were the nerds? Do we know who the nerds were? They were just aliens. They really weren't.
Well,
people.
Ira Gross was one of them. The one who I said was the friend on Ellen. I think it's Arye Gross. Was he on Ellen? Yes,
He was on Ellen.
I think he was like I think he was always kind of in love with her, and then she came out on the
That's
show.
right. Yep, I'm gay.
He was the will they, won't they?
Ah, but they won't.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think that's
Okay.
what I know him from.
All right.
So we open on a girl.
Yes, we got
asleep
these.
in her sexiest lacy
I
white
know.
panties.
And they had to make her 18 so that you could have this panty shot. So you're welcome. 6:30 a.m. She gets up in this amazing fucking room
With the fucking balcony out
I know.
French
Overlooking
doors.
the pool with her
Wow.
big ass room and her Bruce Springsteen's posters, which was her boyfriend at the time.
Yes, and
I
we
guess
have
they've been dating for several years at this point.
Really?
Is what I read.
Interesting.
Well,
no,
she was
because she's
also-
27
she was,
in this.
she's
so.
27 at the time. She was Andrea old.
Yeah, she was.
So she was not a high school student. She wasn't a teenager. She was 27,
almost 30.
so she was old enough.
So yeah, so we see
Old enough.
her room, and we get kind of like a montage of a typical morning for this girl. Her boyfriend
she's getting ready.
picks her up in his convertible.
Oh man, of course he's like a college guy,
and you don't even know. It never says he could be 40. You have
they did say that he's or what's I think
did he
Denise
mention
says
college?
that she's got a college boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
So, but
A
he's
senior
got like
in college
a Porsche
or something.
And like everybody, this is like the rich kid's school. He like picks her up and drops her off at high school as a college guy.
And then she's in newspaper class, and Denise comes in. She needs advice. 3 guys have asked her out for Saturday night, but they're all lame.
Right. Well,
So what
like
does she
on
do?
a scale of least lame to okay.
She can't pick. She's like, on looks, no,
She's
it's
like,
all
all right,
bad.
well,
like
it's
on
all bad.
cars,
Okay,
all bad.
All bad. Like a Pinto, his dad's Skylark, and a
Right.
Schwinn.
Not the Schwinn. Trust me, I had a boy try to pick me up on the handlebars of his bike one time.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Did he mention?
He
that
asked me out.
beforehand?
No, he asked
When
me
was
out
this in middle school?
like freshman year.
Mm.
And he was like, "Oh, let's go to the mall together,
not as
whatever. I'll
cute
pick
as it
you
is
up."
in
And he
movies.
showed up on a bicycle, and I was
Oh.
like,
What it?
"Pick me up, as in you want me to ride on the handlebars from
No, I
here
got
to the
pegs
plaza?"
in the back. You stand.
That I would have done, but I ain't riding on the
I got
handlebars.
pegs on my mongoose.
Yes, I'm sure I'm sure I rode on some pegs on a mongoose at least once. At least once. So yeah, so she's helping her solve her love problem, whatever.
Right.
Looks like I got to skip the prom.
No, you don't. It's like it's still coming up. You have time.
And so the Mr. Raymaker, who heads up the newspaper, is talking about the submissions for the Sun Tribune contest to win a summer internship.
Right. He's like, after I eat my lunch, I'm going to publish the winners or put up the winners in the trophy case. And it's like between you guys and whoever
At this other
Sturgis, whatever.
Wilder?
Sturgis Wilder school. They're all boo, hiss. It's like they're rivals.
Yeah, apparently.
But he's like, after lunch, I'm going to post the winner.
And she's pretty confident she's going to be
Right.
one
She
of the
knows
winners.
it's going to be her because she's got the best article, she thinks.
And this is apparently off-campus lunchtime at like a cafe or something.
Well, before this, somebody comes in and whispers to that Rusty lookalike, like something. And he's like, oh, the driver's ed teacher just ran over a dog.
Oh, that's right.
Should I take the
the
photographer?
camera?
And he's
Yeah,
like, no.
No. What do you? No, please don't.
So, yes, now they're at, I guess,
Some
off-campus
cafe.
lunch, like at the diner or cafe that's nearby.
And all the boys that come in are like, "Hi, Terry. Hi,
Right.
Terry." And
And-
Denise is just invisible.
Wow, and she's cuter.
Kinda.
I think
I mean, at
Denise
least
is
as
cuter.
cute.
At least as cute, if not cuter. Like she mentions later at the prom that she's like, oh, I love being here because nobody knows I used to be fat.
Yeah. So maybe
So,
that's her
like, but
thing is that everybody.
She's not now, and she's super cute. What's
Yeah.
wrong with Denise? Is she like a stage 5 clinger? Why are only the nerds asking her out?
I don't know.
Is she weird? Does she smell?
Well, as soon as Terry becomes single, though, only the nerds start asking her out. So
Everybody
nerds
goes
are
to,
brave.
Well, because they all read her fucking article about how you don't have to have cool
Look
clothes
cool.
to be cool because she found like the one nerd
that happened to be hot.
that happened to. He looks like he's got a chode to me.
See, yeah.
I feel
could
like
see-
there's
I
something
could see
short
that.
and wide going
Rick
on down
Morehouse
there.
got a chode.
I feel like it. He looks like he's built that
she
way.
felt like it too. She was all
probably. She's like, "Do you have a tuna can in your
Whoa.
pants?"
So yeah, so she's but her little brother Buddy is there, and he
Oh.
loves Denise.
Oh,
he's ready to take Denise
he
home.
Loves women.
Yes, all
well,
women.
Whatever his fantasy of women is, he doesn't necessarily love women.
No, he
but
just wants to get laid,
He wants that pussy,
and he's obvious about it, even in the
very
cafe.
much so. Yeah. They're
And
"Oh
she's
my
like,
God, shut
Jesus
up."
Christ.
You're
do
like,
not-
"Have you ever even done it?" He's like, "Yeah, but now I'd like to try it with a partner."
Exactly. And he asked Denise, like, come on, my parents are gone for 2 weeks and their king-size bed is empty. And she's like,
Gross.
if you were the last man and I was the last woman, the
human
human race
race
would die out. And he wants his sister to have a slumber party. Invite every girl you know, and I'll
Gross.
be the bartender.
You want to assault my friends?
Yeah, she's like,
Molest my friends?
forget it. And
Yeah,
he's like,
no
Come
way.
on.
Like, aren't you embarrassed? He's like, horny will beat embarrassment any day.
Yes, he's too horny to be embarrassed.
And he like, there goes that slut in the Guess jeans with that studded belt.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
the leather garter on the outside. And he was like, she looks like she does it with everybody. And she's like, yeah, she looks like it. And off he goes.
He's off after her.
Oh yeah.
So later at home, Mr. Wonderful arrives, her boyfriend.
Well, before that, like Terry goes.
Oh,
she's
no,
like-
back at school. Yeah,
back at school. She's like, after lunch, they go to check and see who wins. She knows it's going to be her, and they go there, and it's not. So she goes into the newspaper.
She just goes and
office.
starts looking through his shit.
These fucking teachers
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about her.
It was the other one, but still.
Well,
Some other
even the-
teachers like, oh, did you see what
Even
Terry
Mr.
Griffith was
Raymaker
wearing
is like,
today?
ha, ha, ha. Like he does not shut this line.
Well,
of-
he tells him you're gonna lose your job or
It
you're
would
gonna
be
go to
worth
jail
it.
or whatever.
but
yeah.
he's like being lighthearted about it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not like being firm. Like, dude, she's a
it
student.
was 1985.
I know.
The fact
And
that
she's
he didn't
18.
also go, yeah, I want to rail Terry
Right.
means he was probably not a
Rail, I wanna
molester.
wrap her fucking legs around my neck and fucking.
The fact that he had the decency to look minorly uncomfortable while that guy was talking is about as good
That
as
was
you're going to get
progressive
in
for the time.
1985.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So yeah, she hears all this, and because he's like, "Yeah, be careful, you could lose your job." And then she's standing there, like,
right. He's like,
when he walks in,
oh shit.
"Oh, you heard all that?
Hi. She confronts him like, what the fuck?
What's wrong with my article?"
Yeah, like it deserves to win. And he's like,
"No, it's boring."
you mean the nutritional content of the school lunches isn't interesting? And he's like, no,
and then
it's
he's all,
not.
You need something to fall back on, like modeling.
Oh, see, but that's
'Cause
all you
that'll
think
last
because
forever.
You just heard them talking about her body and all this other stuff. So you think that's all I can do because that's a running theme also.
Right,
Because
is that
Kevin's
she's
like that
so
as
hot.
well, that she's just so
I mean,
hot.
her body is so hot.
Oh,
and
her
she's
body
cute
is
in the
banging,
face
but
and
she's
everything.
cuter as a
But
boy than she is as a girl.
she is a pretty cute boy.
She's a cute boy.
She bring in the Ralph Macchio.
The Ralph Macchio for sure.
Macchio.
Macchio, Karate Kid.
So yeah, she's like, "You're wrong." She believes in her article. She storms out.
Right.
And then that night, Mr. Wonderful. That's what he
Oh,
calls
yes.
her boyfriend. Mr.
Right,
Wonderful's
Mr.
here.
Wonderful. Kevin is there.
And it's clear that her little brother and her boyfriend do not get along.
No, of course they don't.
Mm.
And they're like, she's out at the pool. He lets them in. And all Kevin wants to do is get them titties out. And she's like, "Ugh, I'm trying to
She's
tell
like, yeah,
you,
being
like,
sad about.
I know. Like, I'm upset. I'm looking for a little sympathy. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Well,
I
I'm
don't wanna...
trying to comfort you by touching your tits. Is that not how you
Duh,
comfort
is
a
that
woman?
not what you want me to do right now?
That's
You
what
don't want
I
me
would
to finger
want.
you by the pool? Like,
Because
I don't know why I'm here.
That's what a man would want.
Well,
Like,
just
I
want- a
don't
man
feel
would wanna
good.
get
Will you
fingered
touch
by
my
the pool?
wiener?
you please
That's
touch
exactly
my
what
wiener
they want.
outside in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Please.
With your little brother inside,
Yeah,
also
it's fine.
looking at
Little
porno.
pervert.
Just karate chop your husband. He just does that random like washing the dishes.
Right?
He,
And you
like,
get
yeah,
that random
wonks a
grab.
titty and fucking gets out up in there like, sir, excuse me.
It is the
I
middle
beg
of
your
the damn
pardon.
day.
I beg your pardon.
I
but
got
what the fuck?
dishpan hands.
Oh, I got dishpan hands. What's she doing over there?
I'm going to light up this big old joint that Mr. Josh left for us. So my husband's friend left us. He's came over. He works at a dispensary.
Oh, well, that would explain it.
And he brought over this big old, what was it called? Hold up.
Moon doggies.
Galaxy moon rock
Oh,
joint.
shit. We're about to fly me to the moon.
And he's all, would you guys want to smoke this before your podcast? And I said, we will smoke this during our podcast, sir. And Chris was like, yeah, they just get higher and higher throughout the.
Higher than before.
That's kind of part of the thing. It's kind of part of our brand. So yes, thank you, Josh.
Thank you.
So anyway, where were we? We're never gonna know now.
No.
Oh yeah,
Now
take
it's
it off.
over.
Comfort you by touching your tits.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. And she's like, please stop. And he's
Yes.
like, it reminds me of the time I wanted to be a fireman, but
then
then
I
I found out how
what
much
they
they make. What's he gonna be, like fucking Patrick Bateman?
Probably.
Murders and executions? Is that what Kevin wants to do?
Probably.
Wow.
Hey, look at him.
He looks like he does. He looks like he does. He
And-
wants to work there.
And she mentions the modeling comment from her teacher.
And he's like, why not? You're a babe. Like, you're super hot. I'm trying so hard.
Okay. We might just have to take a hit or two.
Holy shit. Oh, God. Oh, it's so smoky. Are you there, Liana? Liana, send up a flare.
I need a fan. Oh, we need Kim's little private fan.
Your own personal
A personal fan.
fan. Is that window even open? Doesn't
Like a
seem
crack.
Like, oh, you need to open that way
Open that
more.
window. Whew. All right.
Oxygen, please.
Whew.
So,
Buddy is in there decorating his room with centerfolds. 'Cause
Yes.
he's got a subscription.
I don't know.
See
He
any-
had so many Playboys,
I
though.
didn't see any little tags on any of those covers, but he's got the whole room.
And, like, is he going
'Cause-
to take this down when mom and dad come home? Or this is now
I
his
don't know.
permanent
Are they
room?
going to go in there? I mean, when he talks to his mom later, I don't know what kind of relationship they have.
Yeah.
So maybe
We'll
this
find
is
out.
cool.
But
Maybe
no, we
they're
won't.
purchasing him. They
Well, we'll
probably
find out.
won't.
No, we
They're not
won't. We
going
never
in there.
meet the
I
parents.
wouldn't. If Buddy was my kid, I'm not going into his teenage room. I'm
You
not
stay out of
going in
there.
there. I'm
You
not
know the
going in there.
smell.
Oh,
You
it
can smell it
smells
from
like
the hall.
onions and garlic. There's plates in there from days of old.
I know, it
Socks
actually
that
looked
stand
surprisingly
straight up.
clean.
It actually did. It actually didn't look that bad, except for all the centerfolds were the only thing that
Yeah.
was filthy about it.
And so she comes in ranting about men, only thinking about sex as he's doing this. And he's like,
right?
what?
She's like, "This is
I have the
perfect."
deepest respect for these women.
Of course, and like they're more than just broads.
He's memorized all their little quotes from
This
Playboy,
one reads
their
Vonnegut
favorites.
in the bubble bath, and another one she dedicates her centerfold to like ending toxic waste.
Can't you think of anything more profound than getting laid? A blowjob?
What? Yeah, a
He's
blowjob.
so- No. And she's
I
getting
do
all
like how he
frustrated.
says,
Like,
and Barbara only studies her physics homework butt naked because that library is hot.
it's hot.
So
He's
hot.
concerned with Barbara's body heat.
Right. I mean, it's because it's hot in there. But yeah, anyway, so she says, sometimes I wish I was a guy.
Mm-hmm.
It would be so much easier if I was a guy. If I was a guy, that article would be at the Sun Tribune right now.
Not true.
But would it though?
And he's like, look, no, you don't. The male body needs sex at all times.
You don't
It's
want to be
hell.
a guy.
You
Yeah,
don't wanna
it's
be a guy.
terrible. Walking balls.
Then the doorbell rings, and there's some dude there asking for Terry.
Oh, yeah. And he's like, I don't know. She said, Terry.
And it's Terry and boy drag.
Oh, shit. Wearing Buddy's clothes.
He's like, who do you think you are? Tootsie?
Yentl? What do you want to be, a rabbi?
So are they a Jewish family? Because
No, because Yentl was Barbara Streisand was in his shoes. It's like it's a story of a
Right, I
woman
know
that wants to be
Yentl, but then Tootsie also?
well, Tootsie is also somebody dressed
Just
in
somebody
drag.
in
It's
drag,
just,
whatever,
It's just
but-
gender bending. It was a big thing back then. Victoria, Tootsie, Yentls.
And she's like,
Yentl
look, what's wrong with
lentils.
my,
Right,
why
tell
is
me
this
what-
not passed? And he's like,
Right.
look, let's
He's
go
like,
have a lesson.
I fooled my own brother, and he was like, I wasn't even looking. So now that I'm looking, he's like, walk around and whatever. And she.
Well, first it's the stance.
Oh,
He's
yes,
got guys
the
take up
wide. You gotta
space.
take up space and like you gotta adjust your balls.
Let me see you
And-
scratch your
and
balls.
She's like, okay,
maybe my balls don't itch.
all balls itch. It's a fact.
So she put some socks in her pants, and he's like,
Maybe
whoa,
this will
maybe
help.
I
He's
should
like,
do
"Oh, I
that.
should try that. Yeah, look at this. Look at this.
He's like, okay, now let me see your walk.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to walk with balls. Like, you got to
Right.
walk
Hey,
like you got
baby,
balls.
what's happening? I'm a lean, mean sex machine.
And that be the way it is. And so she does it. And she's like, look, now I'm going to take my article. I'm going to submit it as a guy at a
Right.
news school.
Over at Sturgis Wilder. And, then I'm going to win.
And Buddy's like, yeah, it makes sense. Got a problem getting dragged? Whatever.
That happened a lot.
He's like, look, I don't think you can do it, but I love to see you try.
Right.
So cut to her in short hair, shades, pop collar, funky
yes.
jacket. She
Terry
did not
arrived-
raid her brother's wardrobe for this.
No, so she went shopping.
Mm-hmm. As a boy, probably
As
in her
a
brother's
boy,
clothes.
maybe in her brother's clothes, and found these coordinated.
It's 1990 something. Where'd you get these? Like
she
50s?
looks like an Archie.
Yes, like right out of a
She's
fucking
dressed
Archie
out of
comic
an
book.
Archie comic.
Shows up at the new school, saunters up all casual like, and runs right into the bully Greg Tolan.
Zabka and the other toughs that look 35 if they're a day. They're way too old to be hanging out in front of a high school.
Lifting up this
If
freshman
not-
by his underwear.
If not Zabka, but the other guys that were with him. I don't know if you saw them, but they
Yeah,
look like
they
his
look pretty old.
bodyguards.
Right?
So yeah, he does. He talks about his weightlifting, wearing his little weightlifting gloves everywhere, and he gives an atomic
passing
wedgie to
kid.
the freshman.
Yeah. And Terry laughs, like she walks up and is like, oh,
Just that we need another pussy.
who invited you?
Right? And he's like, oh, pussy tossed for distance.
And strong as an ox. Well, that's why she gets thrown, because she tells him strong as an ox and almost as smart.
Well, because Terry's trying to be Terry, but
Yep.
forgets that Terry's a dude right
Is now
now.
a 108-pound man.
And now you're going to get hit like a man or whatever like a man because they don't know you're a girl and they're not supposed to.
Chucks her right in the thorn bush.
Yes.
And she lands right by Rick.
Yes, who's
sitting
also
behind the
sitting in the
bush.
bush. Or no, it was just sitting on the
Behind-
other side of it.
Yeah.
All right. So they meet. And it's cool.
He introduces himself, helps her up, like, yeah, it's tough being the new guy, whatever.
Exactly. And in English class or whatever, there are two like alien.
Yeah, these kids are
These two,
like, they have their own made-up language.
You could see Terry in the background, like just fucking loving this shit. Like I would love this shit if there was two people in my class that were doing this
Speaking
and speaking
alien
their own
to one another.
language and like blah, blah, it's gonna blah, blah, it's gonna blah, 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 like dressed like that with the what were those?
Oh,
What do you call those?
the
with the
communicator
little
things
pencil?
from
I know,
Oh.
but it was like it wasn't
Pocket
that-
Protector?
No. It's the thing with the little pencil and it's metal and it goes like this. It's not a protractor. It's a
Compass?
yes, with the pointy end and you can make the circles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's what they had on their shirts, but it was supposed to look like the Star Trek
Oh,
thing, but what they
okay.
had was compasses.
Oh,
Compasses.
gotcha.
At
That
least
makes
later
sense.
I noticed that.
Okay.
I was like, not a protractor.
And
You could make the circle.
well, and you always forget it's called that because another thing is called a compass. And so you're like,
doesn't
no,
make
it can't be
sense to me
that.
that it's
and
called
you're
a
like, no,
compass.
it is.
It
That's
is.
It. Yeah.
Yeah. I think of a compass as like a compass.
Yes.
Compass.
To tell you the
Find the
north.
direction, which I also
Yes.
don't know how to use.
I know it tells me north, but that doesn't help me.
But I could have a belt on. I could have a belt on at any time, and it's going to tell me my belt is north. It's
What?
magnetic, isn't it?
Well,
Is
not like
magnetic
that to the
north?
Earth's poles, not to your belt. I don't think. I think
But
it's
if the
magnetic.
I
to
don't
like
know.
the-
I don't know. I've seen it in a movie once, so therefore it's true.
Oh well, hey,
It's
if
true.
you saw it in a
therefore
movie.
it's true. I saw it in a movie.
So Terry wants to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
She's like,
I gotta go to the
get outta here.
bathroom. They're like, yeah, you gotta take the 3 minutes. 3 minutes only. So she
and
goes
it's surprisingly clean for a boy's bathroom. There's a lot of tagging, but it's not gross.
Yeah, is this the bathroom where it says Lisa and Joyce are sluts?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Is it?
It's just,
Okay,
like,
so
ton of
in the
tagging.
background, so it says Lisa and Joyce are sluts, which Lisa Gottlieb and Joyce Hyser, the
Oh,
director and
okay.
whatever, they put it on the wall.
Nice. So she eyes the urinal like she maybe is going to try to step up.
She needs the cup. and
Yes,
she
if
could
only
do
they
it
had that.
discreetly. She just needs to like put the little cup in her pants
Yep.
and do it. I don't know if they had that then. I feel like you could use a funnel, just a regular funnel.
Right?
Keep a funnel on hand.
From the shop class.
sure.
So somebody comes in though, so she has to pretend like she just finished.
Just finished. She's like, I care.
Yeah, like you don't talk about your
No.
PPs, okay?
No.
dude?
We don't even do that in the girls' bathroom.
No.
Like, I don't know why you're doing that here. Just finished.
And she goes to wash her hands and like beats up the soap dispenser for effect.
And then she comes out. It's like, oh, fuck, I forgot to pee.
And runs right back into the dude. She
Where
just pretends she
leaves. Like, oh, I
Yeah.
forgot to do something in here, I guess. Because I
You
thought
clearly
for a
have
second she was
diarrhea.
going to run into... I got the runs. I got
Yeah, I
the
thought she was gonna go in the
trots.
girls' room.
I did too for a second. I was like, oh, it's been a while since I've seen this movie.
It'd been a minute.
I love it, but it's been a while. I used to watch it a lot when I was a kid. I feel like it was on TV a lot.
Maybe.
Was it on TV a lot?
Yeah.
Because I feel like it was. I never saw Millie Willie or Willy Millie, but I did see this a lot.
And I used to think this was maybe that movie, and then when I saw this over and over again, I was like, no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. This girl actually woke up with a penis. It was a different thing.
She didn't actually have a penis. It was
No,
socks.
no. And she doesn't want to be a boy.
No,
she just
this is
thinks her
for,
article is
yeah.
going to get. She's trying to prove a point.
Right. As
So-
you could do in those days. You could
Yes.
just join another high school.
Apparently,
Just
just
show up
enroll
without
yourself.
Nobody asked any
No
questions.
birth certificate, ID.
None whatsoever. No
Nope.
vaccination record. No paperwork. No nothing. No transcripts.
Well, she kept just putting people off for different stuff, like by the end of the week, 'cause she only planned to be there for a week. So I think she
That's
probably
true.
got in with just saying, "Oh yeah, I'll
Well,
get
because
that to you. My mom's out of
immediately-
town, whatever."
Have we even gotten there yet? Where she talks to Mr. Mendoza, the
No, so
journalism-
we're at
okay.
lunchtime. So
Okay,
Greg's
all right.
fucking walking in, eating food off everyone's trays, lifting tables and shit.
They like do,
But
the
they're all
stand
they
up
know
like they
this
know,
is
and he's like,
coming.
"Come
They are
on."
ready for him.
It's fine. I'm not even gonna do it. It's
So instead,
whatever.
he slides all the nerds off their bench
of
onto
course,
the floor.
of course.
And you can tell they show the janitor, and he fucking hates Greg
Fucking
Tolan.
hates
You
Greg.
can just
Everybody
see
hates Greg. Everybody hates Greg.
the look on his face. So Terry's looking at her schedule, and she's got PE next.
PE as a senior.
I know.
PE as a senior.
How'd you not get out of that?
You could totally get out of PE as a senior. You just do another like elective or
Right.
whatever. Like you could do a PE
Because you only
thing.
have to do 2 years, I think, of PE, right?
do choir or something. Do show choir or something. Do fucking, I don't know.
But then she wouldn't get to be.
That they gave me PE, but they were like, I don't even care if you show up.
Yeah, no, I don't
she
understand.
Wouldn't have got to go to the boys' locker room
well,
and see
that's
all them
true.
butts.
And in this fucking,
butts.
the coach is an avid bowler, so it's like 1 man, 1 ball, 10 pins,
Yes.
10 frames. It's like, no, I don't have any gym clothes,
I'll
so I
just go to
guess I'll
study
go
hall.
to. Nope, no, you won't. Here's loners.
Oh, the loners,
Including a jockstrap
And
disgusting.
shoes?
and shoes.
and the
shoes,
and I
socks,
do
loners.
jockstrap inspections. Excuse
What are they
me,
doing?
sir?
Oh, because he's into it.
You're
And
gonna
what are
look
they
at
doing
my,
that they need a fucking jockstrap
to play basketball?
to
You need
play
a jockstrap
to do
in
PE?
high school?
There's no reason for that. There's no reason for that.
And so, she goes over to get dressed, and some dude's like, "Oh, look at my dick rash!" Like, what the?
Okay,
Is
so
this something
first of
boys
all,
do?
Well, no. What had happened was because you'll notice the other guy that she walks past is just sitting on the bench, bare ass, just wearing a jock, and that is probably where the other guy got the rash. He was also sitting on the bench,
Bare
ass, and he's like, "You ever seen anything like this? Do you guys show each other dick rashes in the fucking
And do
locker
you just
room?"
sit bare assed on the bench with like your butthole on
I
it?
mean, like I've only ever been in a locker room in high school.
I
middle
never had to
school.
like shower and dress out.
Oh
'cause I
no,
got out
never.
of
Nobody ever
PE.
showered. We used to change in the showers.
Yes.
Nobody ever
Oh, you
showered.
changed in
We
the
would change in the
showers.
showers. We would gather all of our shit from our locker, and instead of being in the thing, we would go find
Oh,
a corner
man, I
of the
can't
shower,
remember.
and there'd be like 4 of us, and we all changed in the corner of the shower, and nobody fucking showered afterwards. Nobody fucking did.
The only
swim
time
team
I
did.
ever showered in a locker room was when we did band competitions where we had to go out of not state, but like we'd go far enough out of the city that we would like sleep in a gym at another high school.
Ew.
And you'd have to shower in the locker room
Ew.
with all the other girls. And because I was the only girl in the drum line, I would get assigned to scope particular girls in the shower by the boys who would be like, okay.
So what's she look like? What's she look
Exactly.
like?
There'd be
What's she look like?
particular girls they had the hots for where they'd want to know
I
like
don't
what she got
think
going on under
I
there.
was ever on a school-related shower where I was naked with other students.
That was the only
like,
time.
ever.
It was never for PE. It was only when we
I
did
mean, like
overnight
change,
band
yes.
things.
Well, I mean, I changed with like in theater. We would all change back behind stage, and nobody cared what was because nobody was looking. Everybody was doing like a quick change. But one time, the assistant principal came in, and we were all in a room, like, and everybody was changing and doing whatever. And I had my dress like up over my head. The moment he came in, and after that, they were like, "You guys have to separate sides." You guys have to have separate sides
I
for
changed in the-
changing. And we're like, nobody cares.
We had a drum room in the drum line that was like there was a big old band room, and then there was this teeny little closet that was just supposed to fit all the drums on shelves, like in its own
Yeah.
space, but there was like kind of a little hall in between, and all the boys changed in there.
Yeah.
So I changed in there too, but I always wore boxers and a tank top, so that
Yeah, it
I would
wasn't
get down
like-
to boxers and a tank top, and then just put my uniform on.
Well, I mean, if you were ever in a bathing suit in front of anybody, it wasn't like it was like, oh,
Yeah.
it's my underwear. It might as well be my bathing suit. Like, it's no big deal. Like, nobody
you
was
didn't care
looking at
back
anybody
then?
like that. Nobody cared, except for the vice principal. He cared. He cared.
Yeah, no,
Took
I don't
one look
remember
at
it ever
my
becoming-
semi-nude body and was like, oh shit, no.
I was so skinny and scrawny and
Well,
like
that
no
too.
curves
Like, there was
that I
no-
think I never even thought of it as being anyone.
there was no
looking
enticement.
yeah, I'm like,
there was no enticement.
I don't
there.
got
It was
nothing going
just-
on under these. I look just like you do.
Yeah.
Like, I swear to God, without the wiener,
Yeah.
I'm shaped just like you are still.
Pretty much. I am stick straight without the wiener. I look
Yeah.
like Mowgli. Like, there's no. This is not enticement here.
Yeah,
this
no.
is just trying to quick change in between scenes, relax.
I did have a boyfriend who was not in drumline later, who when I was older, like 16,
Yeah.
and he was 17, and he came to my school. Or no, he came to a competition, and I just changed out in the parking lot because I was, again, only going down to boxers and a tank top.
Right.
And he got all like
Oh, what are you doing?
uppity about it. Like, you just changed in front of all those boys. And I'm like, I didn't get
I don't-
naked. I'm
doesn't
wearing
matter,
fucking
like,
boxer shorts. Like, who
Nobody
cares?
fucking cares.
Oh,
Like,
he's
all
like,
of
you
this
don't
shit
even know. They're
on show
looking at you.
nights,
I'm like,
nothing is happening on fucking show nights.
I'm
Let me just
sweaty
tell you.
as
It's at
hell.
the cast parties. It's at rehearsals.
that bus
it's
ride.
afterward, It's on. Well, we never went anywhere.
for us, it was the bus ride.
Well, in choir, but I don't think I ever did that either. But I don't know. There was other things going on, but never on show nights when people were changing because no one's looking.
Yeah,
The
it,
show
it
is
was
the
all,
thing.
Yeah, it was all intense.
Yeah.
So anyway, so now
Anyhow.
the shower squad comes yelling, "Get the new kid!" And she thinks they're coming for her,
Right,
but it's
but they come
Rash
for
Boy.
Dick Rash.
Yes, Dick Rash. That's his actual character name. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
Rash Boy, Dick Rash Boy.
So they
So-
carry him off.
Yes.
And who knows what they did with him? It
And
did
what
not
are they
show.
doing? They strip him naked and put him in the fucking
shower?
shower with his rash out and everything.
Ooh, now you
Did they-
all have a rash.
Right? You touched his rash. Gross.
So she goes into the bathroom and sees the fire sprinklers and is like, "Ooh."
Oh, I got an idea because you can't just change.
And
in a
does she
stall.
smoke? She just had a lighter on her. You never
Everybody
shows her
did for
smoke.
her eyeliner.
Maybe you did used to melt
But
your eyeliner. I
you're
remember
a
that.
boy,
For concerts.
right? I guess.
So
But
she-
like, you can't just change in the stalls. Like there was an
Right?
open stall.
Yeah.
You could just be like, I gotta take a
'Cause,
shit
like,
before.
I
gym.
thought this was to get gym class canceled, but this was just to get the locker room
no,
empty
this was
to get
just
dressed.
to be able to change
That's beyond.
and to go out there like soaking wet.
And then they didn't cancel. So how long were they in that? Motherfuckers were in that locker room forever getting dressed.
Right.
Those dudes were in there for 10 minutes. This is a 45-minute class
Right.
period in the 80s.
Yeah,
PE's 45 minutes tops.
at least.
10 minutes to
well,
dress
not
out
even,
and 10
maybe.
minutes to shower and get ready. How long is fucking PE class? By the time you get through with the fire
Half your fucking day.
and the
it was
water
a
and
bigger deal.
whatever, class is over. You're not still lining them up to play. And then shirts
And they
and
have
skins.
like the fucking
Shirts and skins. You
Shirts
making
and
boys take their
skins.
shirts off first.
well
the
because
jock
shirts
strap
and skins
inspection.
was the thing. Yes, and they're having a jock strap inspection because coach is mad. Coach is mad that some loser
Set
pulled the
this
fucking fire alarm.
Well, they didn't
So
pull
we're
the
doing
fire
it-
alarm. They set a fire.
Oh, that's what
She
yeah,
said a
that's what he
fire.
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And so, yeah, she gets ready. They go and they're ready to do basketball, shirts and skins. And she's like, oh,
Oh
my
no, my stomach. Why didn't she just do that in the first fucking
yes,
place?
just get out of it that way in the first place.
She couldn't take a note that she's on her period and she has cramps.
Exactly. That's how girls get out of PE. And
Uh-huh.
she's like, fuck.
I would just fucking like dress out and hang out.
Well, and like, okay, you don't give a fuck about this school. You're here to do the news. Go hang out in the goddamn bathroom and smoke
Ditch.
for an hour. Ditch this class.
Ditch. Who
Why
gives a
subject
shit?
yourself to this? You're about to graduate
You're here for
from
like
your
a week
school.
and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, who
Nobody gives a
Nobody
fuck.
knows who you are.
And what's
You don't
cooler
even
than the
have
dude who just fucking ignores PE class and goes out and has a smoke
You're
in the quad?
super cool hanging out under the
You want to be
bleachers.
cool, dude?
With your tank top over your sweater.
Oh, I know.
I know. What was that tank top over the sweater? That's the
Right?
loaner
Like
they gave her.
you could have blown it off. Like this. I mean, it was just to get her in a locker room. It was just to have.
She just wanted to
this-
see them that
It was
experience.
just to have this fucking moment. In
but
the
I'm
movie.
sure she regretted it once she got in there because the
Oh,
smell.
because nobody wants to be in there. Nobody wants to be in the
smell.
boys' locker room. It's gross. It's gross.
Ooh.
Nobody wants to be in the girls' locker room. It's fucking gross. It's dank. Regardless of which one you're in, it's dank. Dank. It's wet. It's moist. Ugh.
And so after this, she finally goes to submit her article to the paper at this school. And he's like, yeah, I like it.
It's
I'm not
good, but
sending
it's
this
boring.
to the Tribune.
It's really boring.
Fucking really boring.
Like, what?
You got to grab the reader.
Just
Boost
because
him a
you're
little.
a guy
Yeah.
doesn't mean you can't write with feeling, with some heart.
You got a week to write something exciting. And so she walks off all sad.
Oh, shit.
And before we find out what happens next, it's a good time to take a break.
It's already time.
We'll be right back.
Do it.
And we're back.
We are back, and Terry is commiserating with Denise and Buddy, and she's going to try again. She's like, they thought I was a geek, but they thought I was a guy.
And that's all that matters. She's like, there's a story in here somewhere.
Right.
And
She's like, what if Kevin finds out?
yeah, because all Denise cares about, she's like, Kevin sent you roses. Like,
I know.
Why
She's
do you
like,
care
as an
about this
apology,
article?
Like, what do
you have a
care for?
boyfriend.
You've got a
and-
college boyfriend. I got you into a Remington party.
Yes. Terry's confused, but he's like, of course you're confused. You're
Right.
wearing my underwear. And Denise is like, just come back to school. So what? You have
Right.
a bad haircut. You have a great life. You have a great boyfriend. And she's like, yeah. And that's where she's like, look, but everyone believed I was a guy.
Right.
So there's a story here.
Exactly. I just have to figure out what it is.
What about girl gets in locker room, turns stupid?
You were in the boys' locker room?
Tell me everything.
Ew, gross. No, you don't want to know.
Kevin's trying to, or not Kevin, Bobby's trying to grope Denise, Bobby, Buddy, whatever. His real name's Bobby.
Buddy.
It works. He's trying to grope Denise over there, and she's like, he asks her out, and she's like, when pigs fly.
Yes.
So the next day at school, Terry overhears some cute girl who's missing an earring back, and she's like, oh.
Which, incidentally, she kind of looks like Andrea. And I guess also her hair was not curly. She's like, I don't know why I had
That
curly
blonde
hair.
girl?
They had no. Deborah?
Yeah.
No, she was like, my hair wasn't curly. I don't know why that was like
Did they
a thing because they
perm
had
it?
to do it every time. to
Why
get-
bother?
Yeah, I don't know. She's like, that's what she said. I don't know why
Weird.
you would choose it. I mean, it was cute.
Yeah, it was
She
cute.
was cute, but she gave me Andrea,
Yeah.
young Andrea. Like she might have been high school aged
Right.
at this time.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So Terry tells her how to fix her earring,
Yes.
and everybody like freezes, like, wait a minute. And even
That's
she
weird.
turns around like, oh,
I got
sisters. And at lunch, she's looking for someone to sit with, and she sits with Reptile. and
Right.
introduces herself, and he's
Feeding
like,
Snowball.
and he pulls out a little white mouse, and she's like,
that's
oh,
cute. No,
Snowball.
that's lunch. This is Snowball. And
This
it's a
big snake.
It was nice meeting you.
So she goes to sit by Rick, introduces herself.
You want some company?
And Rick's like, oh, I'm a professional new kid.
Right. He got there 2 months ago. He's been in 7 schools in 3 years. He's JD.
And does he ever say why? He never
No.
does, right?
Because you never see a dad either.
No
You just see a
parents of
mom.
any of these kids do you see?
You see the mom for a brief second. You do see Rick's mom.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. When Terry goes to pick him up, she's
Oh,
like,
that's
hi-
right. The second time she goes over there or whatever.
So I don't know if he mentions.
I don't think he ever says why he went to 7 schools in 5 years
No,
or whatever.
I don't think so.
So Deborah comes in with Greg. So you realize, oh, this is the bully's girlfriend, the one who the earring he helped with.
Right,
or
right,
whatever.
right.
And she's like, thanks about my earring.
Oh yeah, and he's like, well,
He's a, what did he call him? A
a
tulip?
tulip. That's yeah. He helped me with my earring. He's like, yeah, it's because it's a total tulip. Tulip.
And Rick is in love with Deborah.
Oh, for sure.
And Terry's trying to make conversation. You go into college.
Right.
I
Like,
wanna
what do
do
you?
something with music?
Yeah.
They
I don't
start
know
talking about
how, but I
music.
will. And she's like, oh, yeah, I like The Clash and Talking Heads and Springsteen and Prince.
He's like, that's pretty cool.
He's like, listen to this, but they never tell you what.
No, you can't really hear what it is that he puts on
It can't
his
be
Walkman
James
for
Brown
her. No,
because
it
he only
doesn't seem
listened
like
to
James
Brown alone.
Yes. And now Sherilyn Fenn, Sandy is nearby.
Debut. of Sherilyn
Oh, this was her
Fenn. This was her
debut.
debut, her first movie.
And she's nearby scoping out the new kid, Terry.
Dresses like Elvis Costello and looks like the Karate Kid. I'm gonna get him.
And he totally does. And didn't you say they did not cast that? This was already in the script before
So
William
from what I
Zabka was
read,
cast.
that was already in the script before William Zabka was cast.
But Terry
Which this
does
is
look
part-
like,
Does
yeah,
I mean, you could have gotten Ralph Macchio.
yeah.
And this is part of the William Zabka Bully trilogy.
And you said it's this Karate Kid.
and Back to School.
Right.
And also this high school is Bill and Ted's high school.
Nice. Perfect. They're always interchangeable.
Well, you know, they always use the same things.
So,
Oh. So Terry has a note now for
yes,
Jim.
from the doctor to get out of gym.
Stomach trouble. What are you, a pussy?
And the coach isn't going to let him go to study
Nope.
hall. He's got a job.
Right? You got to hand out towels. And Reptile's got their iguana
Yeah.
just in that. Where are you? What?
Where are these lizards? You bringing these
it's
from home?
the 80s. I don't know. They just.
You just bring all these
There's all
reptiles
kinds of
from
wild
home and leave
shit.
them in
They're
different
all adults.
lockers.
They're all grown ass adults.
and
they're
where's
just-
he mentioned like the alligator earlier, right? So in his locker,
probably?
he has also an alligator.
Sure, most likely. It wouldn't surprise me. There's
For a
there's
reptile
no
lover,
problem
I
here.
feel like you should know that reptiles are not going to be at their happiest trapped in a high school boy's locker all day.
You would
It's gotta
think
be
he
a
would
better
care
place for
because he
these.
takes care of
Yeah.
his reptiles. Like you think that wouldn't be a thing. Maybe he's got it in a tank somewhere,
Maybe.
like in a science class somewhere or whatever, and he's the one that takes care of it.
Maybe.
Or he's got it in a pool with sand in it, like Elvis.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Terry is handing out the towels and she hands Greg his and Greg's like, what are you looking at?
Nothing.
Looks down at his dick. Nothing. I'm surprised he didn't get her ass kicked right there.
He's too dumb to know what he's talking about.
But Rick comes out and as he
He's
walks
checking them
off, she's up. Yep. She's all nice to see you.
Yeah. I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you walk away.
After school, she's sitting on her car hood
Yes.
when Sandy comes out to flirt, and she ain't
Oh,
waiting for
shit.
Sandy.
Nope.
She
Nope.
like
She's waiting for Rick. Hey,
Waiting for
Rick,
Rick.
you want to ride home?
Want to ride home?
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa, like she's pretty cute. And he's like, oh, I got one rule. I never go
Never
out with girls who say
bitchin'.
bitchin'. Come on now. In
Well-
1985, you ain't never going to get laid if you don't go out with girls that say bitchin'.
I mean, I feel like that's probably true. Well, Terry was trying to tell you, Rick.
So she's asking her, well, what are you doing now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he's like,
wanna
oh, did you want to come
or
in my
something?
house?
He's like, all right, cool. He's like, my mom comes home and asks you about my girlfriend.
Yeah, here's
She
my
looks
made
like
up
Chris
girlfriend.
Everett. Is that not a tennis
I
player?
thought so.
Chris Everett? I believe that's a tennis player. And no, she's not the one that got stabbed. Someone else got stabbed.
Oh, shit.
Monica Seles. My dad liked tennis.
There was a guy who used to work at my work who was really weird. Steffi Graf.
Oh,
Because
yes.
He was
Yes.
so weird and he loved Steffi Graf and he
I
was
know that
really
name
upset
too.
when she
Is he
like
the one that
dated
did
or
it?
married Andre Agassi or
Oh
whatever
my
happened.
God, a fucking tennis dream
But
couple.
he would go see her play. And when that happened, there was whispers around the office that at first we were like, oh my
Oh
God.
God, did Andre Agassi?
Because he's like,
Didn't he also date Brooke Shields? Did they get married?
Yes, maybe. I feel like
And
that
is
sounds right.
What is it? Bridget something Sampras. That's another tennis player. Pete Sampras is another tennis player.
And Bridget, whatever, yeah, the girl
Bridget
from
something
House on Haunted Hill
in
is married
Mortal
to Pete
Kombat.
Sampras.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
My dad was into fucking tennis, so I know these names. But
Yeah,
I haven't
didn't know
kept up
anybody
with
who
it
was into
since
tennis
he's like
except
passed
for that
away.
one guy.
Married
Yeah,
to
Brooke
him.
Shields.
Are they still married?
No, only till 90.
Oh, who's he married to now?
3 years.
Anybody?
Like I care who.
I like
Andre
that he
Agassi's
admitted
married to.
eventually that was a wig.
Oh yeah, he's straight bald.
He played at that level with the wig on.
That was a good wig. It
Mm.
was on there toy, like a toy.
That wig glue, like the peanut butter solution. Oh
It was just
man,
gum.
which I thought I dreamed.
It's just bubblicious.
I thought I
and I've
dreamed
still
that.
never seen it.
Me neither. We need to put that on the list.
To
I've never
check it
actually
out.
seen it. I've just
Like,
seen that.
one part.
I've only dreamt that part.
Oh, maybe
I
we
don't.
should put it
I
on the
couldn't
list.
say I've actually seen it. I must have, but we need to put that on the list.
Yeah,
Fuck
'cause I
it.
don't
It'll
think
be
I
like
have.
it'll be like that time when I saw Dressed to Kill. That
Oh, yeah, and
elevator
you thought it was
scene,
a
and
dream
I thought I
forever?
fucking dreamed it because that's why I don't like elevators. It's not because it I mean, it moves in a tube, and that's bad enough.
They're still married.
Who is?
Steffi Graf and Andre Agassi.
Steffi Graf and Andre Agassi are still married.
Oh, power couple.
Wow. Well, I hope that guy got over it then.
Well,
Because, I mean, it's been a long time to hold a grudge.
it's been a long time since I rock and roll.
And this dude looked like, the dude I'm talking about looked like Woody Allen. So I'm like, really? You think Steffi Graf's going to, like, go for you because you sit ringside and, like, stare at her?
Well,
And she's your screensaver at work or whatever? Like,
that's weird.
yeah.
That's weird. I know what she looks like, and I mean, she's not like a ghoul, but like,
I
it's not
guess
like
he was really into her tennis game. I don't know.
screensaver level. That's weird.
Just a regular.
They just
look
look
at
like
them.
normal people.
Look at them.
Yep.
Actually, she looks better now.
Yeah.
She
She's-
looks
she's
better
pretty.
now.
So he's telling her about his made up girlfriend and offers
Yes.
her a beer, and she's like, "Oh, so you don't really have a girlfriend?
Oh, so what about prom?
What about prom?
Do you got to go to prom?
Well, isn't it kind of a romantic night? I'd rather not go with my mom." And she's like, "Well, did you ask anyone?"
Well,
No. You better
Oh
get
no,
going.
his dad is dead because he talked about
Yes,
his dad
he mentions.
died.
But so I don't know why his mom had to move so many times now that his
'Cause,
dad's
like
dead.
he's dead.
The mafia killed his dad, and they're
Oh,
still
shit,
after
They're in
him.
witness protection.
Mm.
Oh, layers. Think about that.
So she's like, "Oh, are you a virgin?"
Right.
And
Oh, I
he's
skipped
like,
a
"Are
whole-
you?"
Look what I did.
What'd you do?
I skipped a whole.
You got a blank page in between?
I got 2 blank pages. I hate it when that happens.
Oh no.
Whatever. Anyhow, so she's like, "Is this your room?" He's like, "No, wait, don't go in there." Right? Is this when he?
Oh, because he tells her when she asks he's a virgin, and that's when he says no. You find out his dad died because he's like, when my dad died, one of my mom's friends
That's right.
was
One of
trying to
my
make
mom-
me feel better, and she sure did.
And it worked.
One of your
Yes.
mom's friends.
Yes, that's
And
a
how old
crime.
were you? Because he don't say that part.
No.
Is this last year? Or is this when you were 13?
right?
Like how?
He says his dad died, but he doesn't,
Doesn't say when.
Oh no, that's why they have to move. Because she's following him.
There's this adult woman is stalking him now.
Oh
She's like,
my
"You got moved like
God.
James Brown," because you find out she goes to see his room, and he's like, "No,
Right,
no, no,
he's super into
it's a
James-
mess." And no, it's not a mess.
It's just filled
He's
with pictures of James Brown.
obsessed with James Brown.
Which he spent 3 days with James Brown, actual Rick Morehouse. That's his fucking
whoever,
whatever.
Clayton
He
Rohner.
did. Clayton Rohner spent 3 days with James Brown to get the fucking
just to do the
mannerisms.
dance in the prom scene, which
Which
you
I
don't even
wouldn't have-
notice.
It was good enough. I mean,
Yeah, it
how
was
much
fine.
work did he need?
I know you didn't really need to be personally
I
trained
bet
by
you he
James
could fuck
Brown.
like a champ like after that though.
right?
Just because
Got them hip
I
movements.
can't go on. Can't go.
And she's like, "Well, let's listen to some." And he's like,
yeah.
"No, no, no,
No, I have to listen to it
I only
in private
listen
because I
alone.
dance.
And I only do that alone." He's like, "That's cool, man.
All
I
right,
can
I
respect that."
Okay. That's nice. They have a nice mutual respect thing going on.
So back at home that night, Terry and Buddy are eating pizza for dinner, and they are out of food. Buddy
he's
is
like,
not
"I will
doing
do
his
the dishes."
Yeah,
He,
and he
like,
just
dusts it
taps
off.
the good china into the
puts it
trash,
back on the
gets the
thing
crust
and-
off. And the phone rings.
Oh shit!
Hey, you scumbag!
Suck your own. Eat me.
Same to you, butt face.
He hangs up.
Mom says hi, and she's like, "What the fuck?" Her face is like, "That was mom."
I really would love to think that that was their actual mom. That like,
And okay, let's make up the other half of the conversation. So what is it? So he answers it, "Hey, you scumbag," without knowing who it is, or do you think she said something first?
she's like, "Hey, puss bucket."
"Suck your own,
Yeah, suck my dick. Suck your own.
eat me,
Uh,
eat my ass,
eat my ass.
Same to you, butt face. Love you, bye."
Yeah, love you. Bye.
Mom says hi.
Mom says hi. Thank you.
So
That was weird because he's talking to mom later, and
and they sound normal. Like
Yeah.
he talks to her normally.
he tells her like Terry's got a hangover.
So do you think maybe it wasn't his
She's
mom?
a
It was like
transsexual
it was like
now.
a telemarketer, and he just did that, and
I
to
don't
freak her
know.
out was like, "Mom
I
says
don't
hi."
know. I guess it's like what my kid did earlier. He was like, Nana tried to gouge my eye out, like on accident.
Tried to
Like,
blind me.
how many fingers am I holding up? 2. And it was 3. She's like, okay, ask me again. How many fingers am I holding up Tuesday?
I'm a Fabienne now. She hit me in the
Look what
eye
she did
so
to me. Come
hard.
get me, Bob.
I don't know numbers from
Nana
days of the
is
week.
abusing me.
So Terry gives Rick a late night phone call to tell him to wear something hip to school tomorrow.
Right.
So we're gonna get you a date to prom.
Come on.
Bye bye. Scumbag. Too late. He hung up.
Shit.
So the next day at school, Rick is not dressed hip.
No, he's like, this is what you had to.
He's in his beigest outfit. And she's like, look, a girl would be crazy to turn you down. Who do you like? And he points some girl in a red sweater. And she's like,
Right.
come on, just go for it. Just
Tell her that her eyes are beautiful. The girls eat that shit up. And like once he goes over there, she's wearing shades. He's like, cut.
So yeah, Rick can't see because he comes
So
up
is she
behind her.
blind?
Because why is she wearing her shades in class to do work?
She wears her
Sunglasses in class.
Yes. Yes. It's not rehearsed that shit.
So yeah, she's trying to signal him like
stop it.
She's wearing sunglasses and he's like, oh, you have beautiful eyes.
I
and she looks up
bet.
like, yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
And he, he like stumbles off, whatever.
Do you have a date to the prom? Of course, it's next week.
Like, really? You waited till the week before?
And Reptile's over there smelling an armadillo ass.
Is that what he was doing?
Yes.
I did not
He
even
flipped
notice.
it over like
He's curious.
he might be. I mean, it was
science-minded.
stuffed. It's not like it was a live armadillo. Like
He wanted to know.
I would at least look and see if it had a butthole, but I'm not going to sniff it.
Sniff it? No.
I don't need that kind of interaction.
Like, I guess if I owned a piece of taxidermy, at some point I might have sniffed the thing itself, but not its butthole.
Oh,
Like, just to see, does it have an odor, but not the butt of
If
it.
I can't smell it from as far
Then
as
it's
I am
fine.
away, then I'm
I'm
not
sure it's
going
fine.
to investigate. I'm not going to go try to find a smell.
No.
I am not the type.
Mm-mm.
I am not the type. I get with the smells. I can't do smells. I can't. No, I'm not
No.
going to look for a fucking scent.
Anything that might smell like a butthole, I'm not
No,
going to
I'm
try to
not-
smell.
If there's any kind of chance
That it
that
might
it smells
even a
like
little
ass,
bit smell like
you
a
can count
butthole.
me out. You can count me out.
Pass.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Hard
So-
no.
Rick drags Terry out of the room, and at lunch they try again.
Yes.
And this girl already has a date, so he
Of
has another
course.
girl, and she's busy tonight, next
And
night,
next week,
for the next 3
Sunday,
years,
like
every
she's
night.
always busy.
So Sandy comes up to tell Terry that Rick would love her cousin Jill.
Well, word is on the street that your friend is desperate for a prom date. So my cousin Jill, she's got eyes like Joan Collins and Christy Brinkley's teeth.
And what about the rest of her?
She's fire. Like, let's double date.
All right, let's all meet up at the cove, or no, the cave for a picnic.
The cave tonight.
And because Rick's over there, he
it's
hears
a literal
like,
fucking cave.
and he's pleading like, "Yes, please
He's
agree
like,
to
"Oh,
this."
Yes, please. Yeah, give it to me. And like she keeps looking. It's like
Yeah,
pretends
every
like he's
time
not
she
hearing
turns
it.
over her
Right.
shoulder. So back at home, Buddy's in his boxers, Converse, and a robe, singing,
Cleaning the
"I
house.
wanna love her with the slow hand," while he does his chores.
I wanna love her
with
with
an easy touch.
touch.
And Terry's like, "Are you sick?" Because he's doing chores.
Right? He's like, no, I got somebody coming over to study.
Linda.
Yeah, she's coming over to study, but I feel like it could happen.
Excuse me, Mr. Romance, does she have any idea she's coming over here to light up your life?
Right? He's like, well, what if she loses control and tears all my clothes off?
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, the subtle approach. Why don't
Yeah.
you just hang some salamis from the ceiling?" He's like, "At least my date's the opposite sex."
Oh.
And then he brings up a good point, which he's like, "For research, you're willing to toy with this girl's emotions?"
Yes.
Oh, you
Exactly.
transvestites are the
I
same.
know. There's a lot of that, but it's also
This is, again, before the
It's-
language of... And she's
Quite
not
frankly-
queer at all. This is a
No, like,
research
that's not one of it at
experiment.
all.
So,
But I mean, everybody else is pretty cool with it at the end. Well, Rick is cool with it at the end.
right.
He's
We don't really know how everybody would have reacted. You only really get to
Well,
see
no,
that
she
Rick
gets
is
to go
okay
back to
with
her old
it.
school.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I don't know how anybody like the.
But nobody tried to send her to True Direction. So
No, nobody tried to send her to conversion camp. Like, oh, it's fine. Well, It's fine.
So he's like, he brings up Sandy's hot for you. What if she tears your clothes off? Call me if it happens. I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Right.
And he's like, wait, you can't call me. You can't come home.
Yeah.
I got a girl coming over.
Exactly.
You're going to have to sleep in the cave. Oh, God.
And it's a literal cave. They show up at this literal cave.
Yeah, it's not like the name of a cafe.
Nope.
It's a cave. It's a bear cave or something.
It's a cave in the side of a mountain that they have gone to. And the cousin is in 6th grade.
She's 12 or 13 years old.
At least they're not letting her drink. At least she's got Coke.
She's got a soda.
She's got Coke.
But Sandy, you don't know Rick. What if he was a fucking child molester?
Or
like, you took
something.
the
Like,
chance?
He's cuddled up kind of close to this kid. Like, he's being nice to the kid. He's giving the kid a good time without crossing a barrier.
Right, but Sandy, you could have just set up your very young cousin.
I know.
To get molested.
I bet she did it all the time. I bet that's not the first time.
And
I
I'm
bet
sorry,
it's turned out worse.
You're Sherilyn Fenn. You don't need to bring your 12-year-old cousin to get a double date with the girl who's dressed like a boy. Like,
I feel like
really?
she learns her lesson. That
hopefully she does.
I'm super embarrassed as to what happens
Yes.
later on, and I don't need to do this.
Because she gets so Rick is like, fuck you. So he goes, oh, well, let's leave you alone because he knows he's not into Sandy. So he's like, oh, let's give them some
Sandy
alone
looks
time.
at Jill get out of here.
Let's go.
And she's like, let's take a walk. And Rick's like, oh, you kids have fun. And Terry's drunk.
Sandy,
Is this the
you
best?
tricked me bad. He's doing his best
bad.
fucking Andrew Dice Clay.
Is this a good idea, though, Terry, to be drunk?
Right? While this is happening? And she's kissing all up on her, and she's trying to
Gets
push
all
her
up in
off.
oh, stop.
And then
stay
she's
out of
just
there.
straight hand down the pants.
And pulls out the socks.
Oh, I'm flattered that you wanted to impress me.
I mean, how small could it be?
Don't ask. Don't ask. So back at home, Kevin's waiting for Terry and ruining Buddy's
Terry
study
sounds
date.
like Tony Danza.
Yeah, Mona.
Jonathan.
Angela. Samantha. You got to do them all.
I know. We did this earlier. We're like, that's all he said.
That's the only things we
The
ever
whole
heard him
run of
say
the
was
show,
their
he
names.
Just said everybody's names.
So Terry comes home and luckily sees that Kevin's there through the window and sneaks in through her French doors in her bedroom to change her clothes.
And she fell asleep? Or no?
Well,
this is
first
something else.
first Buddy's telling Kevin the truth that she
Yeah,
moved to
joined a
Oregon
cult.
to join a religious cult.
Yeah.
It's all in the letter. And then Terry
You should
suddenly
go home and
appears.
get it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm trying to ply this girl with cold duck.
Cold duck.
It's kind of tasty.
I don't know if I've ever had it.
It's like alcoholic grape juice. It's like Jesus juice.
Okay,
So
I might like that.
If you're
I might
trying
like
to
that.
seduce a minor, perfect.
Well, I mean, at least he's also a minor.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're minors,
That's the one thing you might
cold
be able
duck's
to.
the way to go.
It's that or a Zima.
Boone's Farm,
Strawberry Hill.
Fuzzy Navel.
There you go.
Bartles and Jayne.
Bartles and which one are you? Bartles or James?
That's why I think I can handle a White Claw and I fucking can't. Because I'll drink the whole thing. That's the problem. That's my motherfucking problem. They go down so smooth when it's hot outside. And then you wake up like, oh.
Which one am I? Bartles or James?
Which one am I? The white or the claw?
So Kevin sees her. Terry appears, and Buddy's like, back from the cult. And she's like, oh, I was upstairs looking for this skirt, and I fell asleep in the closet.
Are you drunk?
It's like, what'd you do to your hair?
Oh, I got it cut. It's
Isn't
Vidal
it cute?
Sassoon.
Cute? It's gone. What are you,
Right?
drunk?
Yes.
And she's like, Kevin, honey, angel, I promise to make it up to you.
Right.
But not tonight.
Nope. You
I'm
got to
working
get out
on
of
my
here.
article.
Mm-hmm.
Gia, walk to the car. Talk about your wild nights. So now that they're outside, Buddy slides over to Linda like, it's party time.
Yes.
Let's dance. Let's get crazy.
Yes.
Let's get naked. And she's like,
I gotta go.
there's something about you that worries me.
Yes, and it's true. That would worry me too.
And he's all, pick a sin. Any sin. Murder?
Gluttony.
Right? Let's
Feed me.
eat. Let's eat.
Hungry. Sloth. Let's take a nap.
Theft. Let's go shoplifting.
Yes, I will.
Take
I
me
will
shoplifting.
covet your neighbor's fucking wife.
Yeah. Could you imagine if that's what she answered?
Is your neighbor's wife hot?
Because let's go peek
I'll
over
go
the
covet
fence.
her.
And he would have been into that. He'd be like, "What? You want to go look at
I'm
my neighbor's wife? All
Gonna
right."
honor my mother and father.
So she's like, "Look, you're a nice guy." Oh, not a nice guy.
No,
The kiss
not
of
that.
death. Would it make any difference if I was hung like a bear? Maybe.
It might. Are you?
No, just checking. And she likes Terry's hair.
I know.
As
I like
she
your
leaves, she's like, I like your hair. So Terry climbs the stairs on all fours.
Yes, they're climbing up the stairs like you don't even know.
And Buddy's asking, "Did you fuck Sandy?" She's like, "I bet I got
probably
closer than you
than
did." And then he apologizes to his dick, which he calls Spike.
Yes, I wrote that. He calls his dick Spike. So in the morning, Buddy is talking to Mom.
And
He's
now
like,
it's a normal conversation.
yeah,
like,
exactly. Like, yeah, I did well on my history
well, sort
test.
of normal.
Terry's become a transsexual.
She's growing hair on her chest.
You want to say hi? And she's like, nope. Mm-mm.
Oh, well, she's got something hormonal and vocal
I mean, she's hungover.
from hanging out with the guys.
Yeah, they went out drinking last night.
Who's calling my phone at 10:42 p.m.? What is happening?
Who
I
is
just got
that?
a
What
missed
is it?
call.
Is it scam likely?
No, it just is a phone number, but nobody's name is a 760 area
I
code.
don't know what that is. What is that?
Interesting. That's the
Call
desert.
back?
It's the desert.
Oh.
Let's see if they leave a voicemail. We'll play it on the show. It's all some tragic news or
We're
something.
trying to reach you about your car's extended
Probably.
warranty.
So, yeah, Mom thinks he's kidding and hangs up. And Terry goes over to Rick's house to apologize.
Right, and this is where you see Rick's mom.
Okay, right. When she comes to the door. And she wants to take him out. And he's like, "Oh, what? You got me a hot date with Sandy's grandmother?"
He's like, no, we got to go shopping for some new
All that's wrong
clothes."
with you is how you dress.
Right. He's like, I don't have any money. Like, that's cool. I got plastic. You can pay me back.
Pay him back with what? He has no job. He's a high school student.
What do you got? Daddy's credit card?
I really want to
your
know what their
daddy
parents do.
Give that to you?
Oh,
I
is this
bet. Oh, is there?
no, someone now texted me.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, they're looking for me to work overtime at work.
Oh. No. Right
I'm
now?
just gonna, right now. Not happening.
No.
I am intoxicated, ma'am. I cannot do such a
you
thing.
can't do your thing right now. We're recording. Did they know?
No.
No,
It was
hope
a
they
group
don't.
message too,
My work
to me
doesn't
and
either.
somebody
they
else.
do, but they don't. Some do, but some don't. I like to keep it that way.
So I'm disappointed. This is my one disappointment in this movie is that there's no makeover montage for Rick.
Yes.
We don't get any shopping
Yes.
montage. It's just straight to
No.
school the next day.
And he's dressed like Captain EO. Again, it was a big look in the 80s.
I guess.
Them shoulder pads with the vest.
And Deborah
mitts.
notices him right off. She's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
ooh,
She's
very
like,
sharp.
Oh, hey, he got a fucking haircut. Shaven haircut, 2 bits. Probably washed his balls. Fucking doesn't smell like mildew.
And of course, Greg comes in right at the moment that Deborah's touching his collar.
Uh-oh.
And he's like telling her, let's go. And she's like, I'll be there in a second.
I
Now,
said now.
Deborah, just a second. And then she's
Wow.
like within his earshot telling them he just likes to act tough.
Right. He's really insecure.
Oh, well, and then she's like, deep down, he's insecure. And Terry goes, well, up front, he's an
He's
asshole.
Yeah.
So at lunch, Greg is, of course, eyeballing Rick in his new jacket.
Exactly. And like he's in the calf and it's like Showtime boys and he puts some gloves on.
But first he goes, I thought he was going to go straight to Rick, but first he goes to the nerd
goes
table.
To, like torment the, and he
to get
doesn't
himself
do
revved
anything.
up.
He does they stand up, sit down. He's like, no. So he goes over there to Rick and immediately knocks his fucking
rubs
tray.
his spaghetti all over his new
spaghetti,
jacket.
that's gonna stain. And Deborah
Sees this.
all of this shit. And she runs out and he follows her.
And Terry walks up like, whoa, did I miss something?
Right? And he's like, Rick sees Terry. Wait. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, they're in the bathroom peeing. He's like, what are you doing in the bathroom?
Oh, so he takes him to the bathroom to go wash off the
Mm-hmm.
jacket, and he turns around and take a piss, and he's all,
Oh, what are you doing? He's like, I'm fucking taking a piss. It's the bathroom.
And so they she's like picking the spaghetti off his collar, like,
it just looked like you
look so nice
today.
today.
It was perfect. And Rick's like, thanks.
So typical male bonding, like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Oh, so that's what this is? Sundance Kid. It's like
Where'd you get
Timothy
that accent from?
Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet.
The Sundance Kid.
Butch and the Sundance Kid.
That's how you would pronounce it if it was him. Oh.
Butch and the Sundance Kid.
So she tells Rick, we got to get Greg back.
Right.
We in what army? No violence, no need to sink to his level.
Oh, we've got intelligence.
That's something he'll never have.
Exactly. So is this the next day or later on?
I think it's at lunch the next day.
Okay.
And she brings Rick in a homemade sandwich.
I made it for you.
Because
He's
you know boys how they like to make each other sandwiches.
You know how boys do. They like to make each other sandwiches like this. That shit'll kill you. Eat this sandwich I made you with my own 2 loving hands.
And Buddy shows up.
Oh.
All snatching fries over Rick's shoulder. And she's like, oh, this is my little brother.
Buddy.
Buddy's like, oh, I've heard a lot about you.
So this is Rick.
Well, your true love, Kavina, came to pick you up
For school.
and was very disappointed.
Very disappointed. She wanted me to tell you that she's picking you up for dinner at 7:30 sharp.
Terry is such a stallion. Go on, show him your hairy chest.
All right, buddy.
And so Buddy goes to scope on the local
I'm
babes.
going to go scope out the local bed.
Rick's like, you have a girlfriend named Kavina?
It's exotic, right?
Stallion. And Buddy finds some random girl and tells her, touch. What is it? You're the reason I went through puberty.
Yes.
Your touch is the reason I went through puberty.
Exactly.
This
And then
girl
here
I
comes-
just approached from behind.
And here comes Greg, right?
Yes. Oh, back over to the nerd table to apologize for neglecting them the day before
Right.
and tell them they're still his favorite.
Yes.
And Rick's like, look, Terry, this crap's got to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And he jumps up on the fucking lunch table.
Well, because he like knocks some shit over on Buddy, and Buddy's like,
yeah, but he's like, what the fuck?
For a second, like, he's all, hold up. And that's where Rick jumps up. He's like, this has to stop. Hey, everybody.
We got a very special treat from a very special guy who's dedicated his body, pushing it to the limits to be strong enough to lift tables and spill food.
Oh, how did you do? Where did this start? Were you a messy
See,
baby?
did you hate your strained peas? Most psychologists tell us guys get into bodybuilding to compensate for a lack of IQ or a small weenie.
Which
is
is
it,
it?
Greg?
Those of us who have gym with you
Know
know
the
the
answer.
answer.
So he goes to beat the shit out of him, but Deborah is trying to stop him. And Terry, that little dance
I know that
in front of him.
Ooh, no, you're not gonna hurt him.
And Rick's like, let's give a tribute to Greg. And this fucking janitor,
Everybody, I know,
everybody
it's like-
lifts their table and spills all their lunch. And the
All
janitor's
on
like,
Greg's pants, which is great, but it sucks for the janitor.
for the janitor, who's like, I do not get fucking paid enough for this.
No, they sure do not.
And so, Terry was right about you.
Yeah, you are an asshole. That asshole called me an asshole.
And the alien kids over there singing their
Yeah.
little alien anthem.
Yes. He's like, can't you ever
Be
man
man enough to walk away.
Here, this is how it's done.
Ooh.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
And now Terry is impressed with Rick and is like, now you need to ask someone to prom right now.
Anybody, one last person, do it.
And he asked Deborah, and she's
And
like,
she says yes.
I would love to.
Yep.
And Terry's face.
All of a sudden, she's jealous.
And Rick breaks into his little Jayne Brown.
Yeah,
That's his
Jayne
only
Brown.
Jayne Brown. Just a singular Jayne.
Jayne Gum.
Just one Jayne.
do do. do do.
More than one.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Jayne
that's-
Jayne
yeah,
Gum Brown.
Jayne Gum Brown.
And he wants to double with Terry. He's only gonna go.
I'm only going if you're going.
If Terry
you gotta
goes.
and Terry's like, I know who to ask.
Not Sandy. She's dangerous.
Sandy.
So cut to her getting ready to go out with Kavina in this white leather.
Torn paper leather
What
outfit.
was so the skirt was fine, But the skirt was a fitted regular
Well, this
white leather skirt,
top
but the
was fine
top
for 1986.
looked
Where
like
did she
from the
fucking get this?
Flintstones. This was a
She
Betty
looked like
Rubble
Wilma.
or Wilma
Wilma
Flintstone with the
white.
white.
Yes, with the rocks.
White
It
fishnets,
looked
white
like torn
pearls.
paper.
Yeah. That was a strange.
Kevin loves this outfit with the boots. White boots, white
I think they were fishnets. Yeah.
Yes, bitch. With the button in the back of the skirt. I love the
That
button
was
in
cute.
the back of the skirt. I love not in white.
I think did it
'cause
have a
wore
little
white.
bow in the back of the skirt?
No,
or it was just buttons.
Just a little
Okay.
little piece.
So Denise is like, she asked Denise to the prom, and she's like, I want a limo.
I want a limo. And you can't tell anybody about that. Like, why?
And the saddest part is you're the best date I've had in 2 weeks.
Seriously, but I went to prom with a girl. I went to prom with my friend.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, well, I mean, like, she wasn't my date. We bought each
Right.
other corsages, but it wasn't like that. But why? Who gives a shit if
Yeah.
anybody knows that you went to prom at another school with your girlfriend, boyfriend?
So Denise goes to leave, and Sandy's at the door.
Sandy?
With a gift. And Buddy,
Buddy
does
doesn't
not warn
realize.
her at all. He's just
Well,
like,
he doesn't even know because he doesn't know her. She just asked for Terry, and he's like, yeah. 'cause
Right.
He's trying to get laid. He's just trying to get laid. Save
And
the
she shows up
speeches
with
from Malcolm X.
fish, kissing fish
I followed
for
you.
a boy.
I followed you. She's weird.
That's how she knows where he lives, is she followed him.
Well, she asks her, like, how do you know where I live? She's like, oh, I followed you.
Not cool.
Sandy.
And she wants to see his room or her room, and she's like,
oh, no, that's
not this
my room.
one.
Nope. It's this one over
Takes
here.
her to Buddy's room, the one full of
Oh,
porn.
Yeah.
And Buddy's like, Terry loves tits and ass. He's
Well, I
getting
mean,
such a
like,
kick
I like
out of
pictures
this.
of people.
Don't let him fool you. He's a hardcore sex maniac.
Yes.
And Kevin's at the door. Oh, shit. Please tell, because she went and changed out of the white leather and wiped all the
That's
makeup
right.
off and
Quick
ruffled
change
up her
with just
hair.
a jacket over her.
Yeah.
I guess she had to wear like ace
She got some
bandages.
pretty big titties under there.
Well, she
so,
wore ace bandages. and
Yeah.
in Arizona, it was hot.
yeah.
Well,
Sweaty.
she had to. Yeah, she had tit sweat.
So she asked Buddy to tell Kevin she's not quite ready. Can he wait in the car? And he's like, I tried that. He don't like waiting
No,
in
he
cars.
doesn't like me.
And she's trying to get out of this with Sandy. And she's like, oh, the fish. Oh, they're turning cannibal. Oh, because she takes her shirt off.
Right. She's like, oh shit, the fish.
Which,
Yeah,
like,
she's got that.
what interest has this boy shown in you, Sandy?
None, Sandy. Well,
0%.
I would imagine Sherilyn Fenn not having a problem with this if it was a regular teenage boy.
Right.
But Terry is not a regular teenage boy. So now poor Sandy is going to have a fucking complex because not only
Right.
does Terry ditch her,
Yes.
but sends
Her little brother.
Like there was a half naked girl in my room.
It's a whole 16 candle situation is what it is.
Yes, kind of a little bit. There's a half.
This
naked
girl's
girl in my
horny
room.
and half naked.
And
Have
he's
her.
like, what if you're lying? What if I'm not?
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Good
I
point.
better
If I'm not
go.
back in a week, forward my mail.
Yes.
And so she goes in to see Kevin still dressed like a boy. And he's like,
What happened?
you promised me.
You told me you'd be ready and dressed to kill. Like, oh, I thought you said 8:30, not 7:30. You know goddamn well I said 7:30.
And she's like,
Well,
oh,
why don't
just.
you come back in an hour?
Yeah. So, yeah, he's all sad that she's not wearing dresses and makeup.
Yes.
And that the girl I fell in love with disappeared. And she's like,
Right.
I'm still the same person. And is that all you care about is that I'm hot?
Right.
I'm under pressure. My article's due. And he's all, it's nice to
Oh.
have a hobby, but let's
She's
get
like,
serious.
Excuse me, a hobby? This is what I want to do for my career.
So now Buddy's lying on the couch depressed, and Terry
Yes.
comes in a tux ready for prom. This is
Oh,
like the
yeah,
next
now
night.
it's prom night. Right.
And he's
Buddy
sad.
is not okay. It's
No.
been like Monday, the folks come home, and the closest he's gotten was a girl that took her shirt off in my room to seduce my sister.
And she's like, look, sex isn't that big a deal. It'll happen. He's like, can I get $200 for this massage parlor?
Right? Like, I know some place that delivers. I just need $200.
She's like, just go to the mall.
Right. Call your buddies up. Go to the mall.
And the phone rings and Buddy answers it.
Well, she's like, I can't answer it. Not yet. It's almost over. So he answers, and it's Mr. Wonderful.
yeah, Terry's here. I'll see if it can talk.
Yes.
Mr. Wonderful. Yeah. She's like, oh, I can't tonight. We have to have a
Right.
serious talk.
Yes, it's about us. So yeah, he hung up.
Yeah.
So Mr. Wonderful is Mr. History.
And she nods. And he's
Yep.
like, yes.
Looks
'cause
that
he hates
way.
it. So prom night on the beach.
On the beach.
And Denise wears like a
In
Scottish
Arizona?
kilt in Arizona to the prom on the
Sure.
beach. All
Sure.
right.
She was dressed like she had the Harlequin dress on a little bit.
A little bit. She was dressed like a Scotty puppy.
Ooh, like Spotty Dotty.
There
A
you
little
go.
bit. She was giving me a little Spotty Dotty.
There you go. And the alien boys, they got custom
Even-
suits.
Even they went.
They were all fresh.
Even they went. And Rick is out there giving you all
Rick
his
and
James
Terry
Brown.
are doing like coordinated dance moves. Did they
I
practice
know, I wrote
this?
that too. They were doing like kid and play style.
Yes, they were doing a little crossover,
And,
like back and forth.
Deborah and fucking Denise are like, okay, I guess we'll dance off to the side while you do.
Well,
your
because
fucking
Denise
thing.
is busy eye fucking some 30-year-old man in the band on stage.
30,
40.
43.
And Terry's pissed that Denise and Rick are hitting it off, like,
Right.
or not Denise and Rick,
No, Sandy is.
Deborah and Rick.
Oh yes.
Deborah and Rick.
So tell me how they're meant
And, like,
to be together.
And so he has never spoken to Deborah more than
No.
5 words before asking her to the prom.
no.
And he up on her like they've been dating for a while. He
I
all
mean,
kissing on the neck
I
and like
know, because now it's just because she's interchangeable.
she been broken up for one day.
She is an interchangeable 80s hot girlfriend. She'll go with whoever.
She's the one who got traded off like the 16 candles.
I know,
girl.
that's what I'm saying. Whoever is the top dog,
right.
can
Gets to take her.
interchange whatever girl.
Gotta be
they
the
wanna
alpha.
do. It's true.
And
It's
Greg's
true.
watching them all pissed like
Oh, he shows up like, hey, Deborah, here's my date that's all annoyed that I'm coming.
that
I
I'm over
probably
here
haven't-
talking to my
I
ex.
probably haven't stopped talking about her all night to where my date's rolling her fucking eyes like, oh my God.
And Terry goes to apologize to Sandy. Or not
Yes.
apologize, but just talk to her. And she's like, I
Right.
feel like a visitor from the planet of the sluts.
I know. And they like make it cool.
Yeah, she's like, it's
Yeah,
all right. We
it's
all make
fine.
mistakes.
Sure.
And Greg stops to say hi to Deborah, and she does not give a fuck.
No.
And Reptile with his lizards at the food table.
Well, and this is when like Sandy sees Deborah talking to that 43-year-old guitar player with
Denise.
the flying V. Oh, Denise, excuse me. And like she's like, how could she do that to you? And
Oh,
like,
we're not
We
exclusive."
don't have like a real commitment. She could date whoever she wants. It's like in the middle of prom though.
Right?
I mean, so finally, or no.
At home, the doorbell
Yes.
rings, and
Kevin
Buddy
shows
opens
up
it, and
at
it's
the
Kevin looking for Terry.
And Buddy's like, oh, it's the cult again.
We'll split her records.
Yeah.
And Kevin roughs him up, like,
Mm-hmm.
you got to tell me where she is. And he's like, look, if I tell you, you got to take me with you.
You got to take me with you.
But it's kind of formal. I got to change.
Right.
So Deborah, back at the prom, announces the prom queen and king, which is
Yep.
herself and Greg.
Oh, yes, because she's like the chair of the prom committee. And like she announces herself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's me.
Oh, what a
I swear I'm not
surprise.
lying. And the prom king is
Of course, it's
Greg
Greg.
Tolan.
But
And he shows up looking stupid in that fucking. And she's like, oh, usually there's a dance, but it's stupid.
so everybody
as the chairman,
dance.
Everybody dance. And he like puts on his gloves.
Greg's gloving up.
That he took with him.
He
in
brought
his
to the
pocket
prom.
in case he needed to bully.
You don't know when
somebody.
you're going to rumble, girl.
His bullying gloves.
Those are his
He
bullying
knew
gloves.
his woman left him for this nerd. He knew he was about to have to rumble.
His poor date.
And he sucker punches Rick just like
I
fucking tap
know.
tap.
Like
Wow.
knocks him off a fucking
Dance
riser,
floor?
like into the fucking sand.
And Terry jumps on his back and knocks his dick into
Yes!
the dirt. She's like
Kind of,
biting
but
his
not
neck.
really.
Oh, no, literally though, just
Well,
knocks him
yeah,
forward
That's true. That's
into the
true.
dirt.
That's true.
And she's like biting his neck. And
Yeah.
Deborah's over there checking on Rick. And that's
Right,
when
right, right.
Kavina and Buddy show up.
Where they come. Oh shit.
Just in time to see Greg pick Terry up over his head and throw her into the ocean.
And Buddy runs out like, oh shit.
Jumps on his back, does the same
Fights
moves his
just
sister
like
does,
his sister.
biting his neck, and Greg
Right.
flips him into the water. And
Right.
yeah, what's his name don't do shit. Kevin don't even try to stand.
No.
He sees that's her.
Does he see that that's her?
Maybe not, but why
Well,
else would
because
Buddy
why would Buddy
run up?
run out there? But anyhow, so Greg comes up and Rick comes up and Rick's got fucking hands.
Right? He starts just fucking ooh, pow, pow,
Right,
pow,
like,
pow.
now that I'm
Those
not
punches
fucking,
to the
I'm
nose?
I'm looking at the other way. Now you're not gonna sucker punch me. Let's fucking fight. And Rick's got fucking hands.
And he throws Greg into the punch bowl.
Oh shit!
Fucking water washing up on him.
Mhm.
And Buddy and Terry crawl to shore.
Right.
And now Kevin comes up to see if she's all right.
What the fuck? Why are you in a tux?
And Rick's like, who are you?
I'm Terry's boyfriend. Who are you?
Just a friend.
Oh shit.
And she's like, look, I love someone else.
I
and
don't
Rick's like,
love
whoa.
you. I love someone else. Yeah. He's like, whoa, no, hold on. He's like, well, can I talk to you right quick?
So
Is
she
that a
takes
fucking
Rick aside.
helicopter.
Yes, if you guys can hear that, it's a fucking looking for someone. He's
not
looking for
us.
someone. He's looking for someone. Helicopter. And they ask what's going on. Oh yeah, so Terry's boyfriend, who are you? Blah, blah, takes
Yeah.
Rick aside.
Right. Can I talk to you real quick? She takes Rick aside.
I'm sure you're a little confused.
I get it. Like, and he's totally cool.
He's like, I get it, you're gay.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, I'm not gay, but you're gay, and that's okay.
And he's like, she's like, I'm not gay. And he's like, well, now I'm confused.
He's like, yeah, right. And I'm Cindy Lauper.
Because she goes, I'm a girl. I'm a woman.
Yeah.
Ha, right. And I'm Cindy Lauper.
Lauper. He said that has haunted him. Like his
The
whole fucking
Lauper?
life to like have mispronounced Cindy Lauper's name. Like
That's
you
funny.
didn't know? Had you not heard Rick Morehouse?
And he's like, he's over it. He's like, look, let's go back to the prom. And she's like, no, look at my gorgeous titties.
Right here. Brah. Oh shit.
Wait a minute.
Hold up.
Are those what I think they are?
Where do you get off having tits?
Well, there was this contest, but I met you, and I know you're mad, but I think you're terrific.
This was major bullshit. All of it was bullshit.
Rick, wait, you got to understand how much you mean to me. Right, Terrence?
Yeah.
Because you've been so honest up till now.
Up till now. And like Sandy and Buddy have meanwhile.
Yeah, now they're mingling.
And she's like, what's going on? He's like, just wait. It gets better.
And so she's like asking about the fish and whatever. And he's
Right,
like,
like-
actually, they really do love pizza. They're doing
Right.
great.
She's like, well, can't you? Well, Terry's running like, can't you forgive me? They run out into prom.
And
into
Terry
the group.
grabs him and kisses him in front of everyone.
And everyone's like, gasp.
And he's like, it's okay.
He's got tits.
And he takes Deborah by the hand and they walk off.
Let's go. And Terry's like, whoa, 9:15. Everybody, gotta go. Have a lovely evening. Enjoy your prom.
And Kevin stays behind to pick up high school girls at the prom.
Ooh, you're really attractive. You probably have a date. Yeah.
It's the prom.
Yeah. Duh. Go home, Kevin.
So Terry takes a cab home.
Ooh, it's sad sax time. Where'd that limo go?
Right?
That Terry promised Denise. And where'd Denise go? Does she go home with
Well,
the...
they double dated, so maybe Rick and Deborah took it home.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Did
And
Rick
took
at
Denise.
least...
Oh no, Denise went with that band.
I know,
dude.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Denise was covered.
Yeah.
She went back to his studio apartment.
But yeah, do you think Rick got some of Deborah?
Probably a little bit. I bet it was disappointing though because he had no problem.
Well, because I feel like it was a minute. So she takes the cab home.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
comes home to find Buddy in bed with Sandy.
Mm.
And she's like, my voyage of self-discovery has ended in
You
despair.
saw this shit and you're going to continue?
Your brother just got laid for the first time with the girl who wanted to fuck you. And you're just going to stand in the doorway and have a casual
complain
conversation?
about what happened to you at prom? Like, close the goddamn door.
And then you see her crying at her typewriter.
Yes.
Typing, I was a teenage boy
Yes.
is the name of her article. So now Terry and Denise are back at their original school.
Yes.
And Denise is still seeing this musician.
Right. Denise is still seeing the musician. Terry is dressed as Pat Benatar.
And all the high school boys are swarming her because she's single
They have
now.
heard.
She's not ready, but the newspaper teacher stops her, wants her to come to the office.
Right. He's like, I'm sorry about what you heard.
He congratulates her on winning the
It was good.
contest.
I read it. Yeah. And she was like, I'm really sorry. She's like, no, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, if you
gone
didn't
so
tell me I
hard."
couldn't do it, I wouldn't have done what I did.
And he was like, what about that kid?
That
Who
Rick,
wrote the article about? And she was like, oh, no.
he hates me.
He hates me.
But he could tell she really likes him because he read the article.
Oh, shit. So Buddy now is picking up Terry at what you assume is the
Newspaper,
Tribune at
right.
the internship, and she's got a fucking little house on the
I know.
prairie.
What is this dress? That's what you wear to work at the
What is
Sun
that?
Tribune?
Like, I guess her hair is growing out, but there's no reason to wear that shit.
And he tells her to smile, and she's like, my face hurts when I smile.
Oh, even smiling makes my face ache.
But yeah, he's happy. He got a driver's license, a sex
Yep.
life. He's like,
Mhm.
look, you got the job of your dreams and a chauffeur. Life is sweet.
Exactly. It's nice. But then they walk to the car.
And Rick is waiting on the bumper.
Where'd he come from? Did he drive? He just been
Just walked over there,
hanging out outside?
stalking her.
Probably.
You look very good in a dress. Not that one.
No.
This is the closing scene. You look very good in a dress. The
She
first time
looks
he's
like
seen
she
her as a
was
girl.
given the Ali Sheedy.
Exactly.
They
She
gave
looked
her
way
the
better
high
before.
Ali Sheedy.
And he's like, look, let's go out and have some fun. Like, Dan. Oh, he tells her, she's like, I thought you hated me.
Right. He was like, no, it just,
I missed
I
you.
read the article.
Do you still feel the same way about me?
Yeah.
I guess I do.
But so, like, let's go out. Let's go out on Friday. Let's go dancing. He's like, wait. Let me do this. I'm the guy.
And then just repeats the same thing she just said. Oh,
How
what an original
original.
idea.
And then she was like, let's go for a ride. He's like, only if I get to drive
It's
your
her car, motherfucker.
Is that a LeBaron? Don't you dare drive my LeBaron.
And then this strange woman on a motorcycle pulls up.
This elder fucking
Like this
old biker
45,
lady.
50-year-old biker
She's
lady.
been on meth for 15 years.
And Buddy's just gives her the eye, and she just pulls up, and he hops onto this 15-year-old boy.
I called him Buddy.
Oh, did she say his name? I thought it
thought
was like
she
a
did.
stranger.
I thought she knew him.
That's the mom.
Oh, God.
Plot twist. That's the mom he was talking
That
all
wouldn't
that shit
surprise
to.
me. I mean, that would be hilarious.
that
if
would be
that
pretty
was the
funny.
fucking scumbucket mom.
That would
Suck
be a
your
funny
own.
twist.
So yeah, they go off in opposite directions, and
And we don't even get a finale kiss. We had the kiss at the
No.
prom, but we don't even get a
No,
a closure kiss on this.
did they kiss?
At the well, when she kissed him at the
no,
prom.
I know, but here they
No.
don't kiss.
No,
Oh,
they just like they get in the car and they pull off, and there's not even a
they
kiss.
go in opposite directions.
No, they go together,
Oh,
but they don't kiss. There's no.
well, no. I mean, Buddy and
Buddy and the
Terry, they
lady.
go in opposite.
Oh yeah, Buddy
directions.
and Terry go in opposite directions. I think.
Right.
But yeah,
But they
Terry
don't,
and
Rick
Rick
and-
just get in the car and go, but there's not even like an embrace. Even
And they
it's
let
just
she lets him drive.
yes,
This is my car.
After all this like women's lib shit we did in this movie, we're gonna end it with "Let me be the man and drive,"
Let me
and let
ask
B be
you
the
out
man
in
and
the same
ask
way
you
that
out.
you asked me out, and then also let
I'm
me
sorry,
drive
but
your
when I
car.
was a man, I was clearly the alpha to you, Rick. Did I
Yeah.
not
Did I not make you
make you a man?
in just 7 days? I can make you a man.
So what did this movie doom us to do? I don't know. To
I thought I could join another high school at any time.
Right?
I thought I would have like this amazing bedroom as a teenager. I thought I would have like you
the
thought
tits of
that
a
you would get-
27-year-old.
Oh, the tits of a 27-year-old. But you also thought that you would have like a car at 16.
Yeah.
You'd get a Porsche or a convertible of some sort.
And that
a
your parents
LeBaron.
would leave you home alone for weeks to just
At
do whatever you
least
want.
2 weeks?
Yeah, none
No,
of that happened,
that
you guys.
never happened. That never happened. I was lower middle class.
Yeah. So I posted to Twitter that we were watching
Oh, good. You
and
remembered.
recording just one of the guys. And I got some fun replies. So
Fun.
from BB Sevilla, our new Patreon, Sevilla?
Yes.
Sevilla? I don't know.
Sevilla.
He said, stop crossing the timelines, fuckers. That's how you get black holes and shit. And then posted a Jenny Lewis, Just One of the Guys music video.
Is that a single?
So
of
Jenny
hers?
Lewis, who was just in, of course, there's going to be a goddamn
I know.
commercial.
Fuck,
Can I not have
goddamn
the
it.
commercial? I was going to try to play it. But yeah, Jenny Lewis, who we just did Troop Beverly Hills,
Yeah.
apparently has a song called Just One of the Guys
Well,
from 9
that's
years
now-
ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yes, that would be, I think, 2 weeks back now.
Okay.
Okay, so we got that
Oh,
comment.
three.
Oh, yeah, we're that far ahead? Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan TZ says, my first memory of tits on screen.
Yes, for so many of us.
I am Batmom, which is Loretta, says, I've watched this at least half a dozen times this week because it's on Pluto TV right now. So if you guys haven't seen this.
That's right. Well, and it's also on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. It's streaming on Pluto.
Commercial free, and it's a good copy.
Dissect That Film says this movie was written by the guy who wrote for Laverne and Shirley and created Full House.
Crazy.
Cinedyne VR says the best thing is she has Springsteen on her bedroom wall and dated Bruce before getting the role. And then they sent from 80s Teen Flick Festival Reunion a bunch of like printed out pages about this movie that I can't read without my glasses, which I'm not wearing right now.
She doesn't have her readers, y'all.
So Wizard Podcast said this was the first time I saw boobs in a movie as a kid.
I remember this being like the first time I saw titties.
I remember liking that movie. Podcast said the little brother buddy was a highlight.
That was a very sweet relationship.
Joe Lascola from Movie Dumpster just said all-timer, so I assume that means a favorite of all time.
Absolutely.
Quad Pro Quo Pod said I watched this movie so much when I was younger.
It was on TV a lot.
Vincent Cadena, I loved this movie when I was a little kid, and specifically there was one moment that was just, and it has the fire.
It's on our Doom Doodles, just so you know.
So so take a look for our Doom Doodles this week because we made sure that we've got the titties.
Nicole,
I recreated the titties as best I could, and they will be there for you on the Doom Doodles.
They will.
So that's pretty much it. So
that's just one of the guys. Happy birthday, Leona.
Happy birthday. Leave us a voicemail 702-720-DOOM. Go to our Instagram at Doom Generation Pod to see our sweet movie photo edits. You probably won't see titties, but I'll do the best I can.
I mean, I
might blur them out a little.
Nipple.
Oh, maybe I can make our faces.
Our faces, the nipple cover.
Yes, we'll just have our faces
every
over
time
her nipples.
There's titties. You should do that.
Just use our faces. And until next week.
We'll talk to you next time.
Later, dimmers.